For more Magic the Gathering resources, check out my friends at paperchampion.net and Kitchen Table MTG. Alright, so we are playing Green-Black Obliterator. This looks okay. Sure, we'll keep. I've got pretty much my combo set up here. So I'm set up for turn 5 combo. I just gotta kind of survive, but I have some stuff that can help me. So, namely Fatal Push and Abrupt Decay. Alright, so let's go Swamp. We'll just hold that up for Fatal Push. Next turn we'll play out Windswept Heath. Right, so we'll see if we need to. Like, so if my opponent plays something 2 mana, then I can basically put out Windswept Heath and get my opponent to Thought Scour. Alright, not too concerned. Oh, cast it on himself. Okay. So that's weird. Did I just pass my turn? Oh no, that's my opponent. Okay, acting on the end of my turn. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Alright, so let's go Fatal Push on Delver. Alright, so we'll go Windswept Heath. Okay, and go. We can hold that up and use Abrupt Decay if my opponent has something here. Alright, so opponent's cracking their Flooded Strand. Alright, so Watery Grave. Wow, alright. Opponent has all the fetch lands. Okay, Death Shadow. Alright, interesting. And do we just Abrupt Decay that? Pay 1 life, sacrifice, sure. Overgrown Tomb, yes. Green, black, Abrupt Decay. Okay, so we'll just get Death Shadow out of there, and we'll go Overgrown Tomb, yes. I should have played a Swamp there, actually, but that's okay. I need to play one eventually anyways for to get Obliterator out next turn. Okay, so opponent's down to 9. Okay, so Obliterator next turn, Savage Punch next turn after that. I think I'm doing okay. Unless my opponent just pulls something out of nowhere. Okay. Hallowed Fountain untapped. That's weird. Why did they pay the 2 life? They've got something up their sleeve. Alright. So let's go Swamp. And I don't really like that they left up their 4 mana there. Like, why did he pay for it? This was a mistake. Well, let's actually just pull. We'll just play Ulvenwald Tracker. Alright, and see what my opponent does here. Alright, so we'll swing. Path to Exile. Alright, I knew it. Yes. Okay, I will just get a Swamp. Okay, that actually is okay. Now, I just gotta wait for my opponent to play a creature. Snapcaster Mage, sure. Okay, grabbing a sorcery from their graveyard. Thought Scour, sure. Okay. Now, I don't think he's gonna... Well, if he attacks with the Snapcaster, I'll just take it. Inquisition. Alright, so my opponent is going to take my Savage Punch, because that's all he can take. I actually don't like that art on that Inquisition. I think that the old art is better, but... Okay. Alright, so no, I'll just take it. Okay, so opponent's gonna Fatal Push. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, but okay, well, I'll take it. An Inquisition against my opponent, sure. So we'll Inquisition our opponent. Just a swamp, okay. So they are shields down. We'll go Phyrexian Obliterator. And we will play our Overgrown Tomb. No. And go. So my opponent's on a 2-turn clock. Okay, so one of their cards is just a land. They're not going to attack with their Snapcaster. So we got one unknown in hand. Let's just hold that up and we'll see if we can bait our opponent into doing something here. Okay, so Obliterator, attack. Alright. And unless my opponent has some form of removal for the Obliterator, he's pretty much done next turn here. Oh, my opponent conceded. Alright, sweet. Okay, let's go to sideboards, see what we can do. Alright, it's just lucky we had a ton of removal for my opponent here. I think Surgical Extraction would be pretty good. Fatal Push is going to be good in this one too. Gatekeeper will be good. Let's get rid of Nighthawk. Well, no, I don't want Nighthawk. Let's get rid of Mending Touch. Okay, and we'll put in 2 Surgical Extractions. And maybe... my opponent seems to want a lot of stuff in his graveyard, so that's not really gonna... so Necrogen Mists isn't really gonna help me there. Let's just run it like that and see how we do. Alright, we're back for round 2, and sorry about that, but Moto just crashed. I think we can keep this. Okay, so we'll see how we do here. We'll go... We got no real turn 2... Well, you go turn 1 Ulvenwald Tracker, turn 2 Abrupt Decay. But I think that we can... Well, let's play it like that then. Opponent mulled to 6, considering going down to 5. Okay, let's see. Waiting for my opponent to make some decisions. I think we're okay here. With this deck, I found actually it's okay to be a little land heavy in your opening draw, but the problem with that is like you don't want 5 lands. But if you get like, usually you want to start with like 2 or 3, but often with this deck, starting with 3 or 4 isn't too bad either because everything is just so high on the curve. It's a little bit hard to get used to because most of the decks I play want to come out fast and don't cast like things in like the 3-4 mana range usually. Usually it's like 2-3. It's interesting to like what a difference it can make actually. So we're waiting for our opponent to make a decision about their mulligan. So anyways, I will just pause this. It'll seem like a second to you, but we'll see how long it takes for my opponent to make their decision. Alright, opponent only took like 10 more seconds to make their decision there, so... Okay, so Bloodstained Mire cracking. Okay. Wow, what do they have? Something... Serum Visions, alright. Looking for something. Serum Visions is so good, actually. Alright, so... Okay, so... Yes. I will get Ulvenwald Tracker out. And go. Now it's too bad that I do not have I don't have Obliterator because I've got pretty much everything else that I need. Alright, so let's go yeah, let's just go well, Woodland Cemetary is fine. Okay, I'm not going to cast Abrupt Decay here because there's no target for it, but I'll swing with my tracker. Haha, take that. Only on a 16 turn clock now. Alright. Alright. So, in one of my matches, I actually got mana screwed so badly, like the first 12 turns, I didn't draw any mana, and I couldn't cast any of my spells, and I ended up getting, like, pretty much losing to 2 1-3 Court Hussars. It was just awful. So, yeah, it was pretty horrible. Alright, so Thoughtseize. Okay, you can take something. There's a lot of good stuff. Alright. I'm going to guess Geralf's Messenger. That's what I'm going to guess. Oh, Abrupt Decay. Alright, interesting. Okay, so tap, and this time we will play Geralf's Messenger. Okay, mainly because my opponent's going to think that that's the same one that I had. Okay, we'll go to attacks. Opponent is down to 10. And go. So, depending what I get next turn, I might be able to... Well, depends what my opponent does. If he puts a creature out, I'll cast Gatekeeper of Malakir. Otherwise, I'll play another Geralf's Messenger and just swing with a beatdown. So it looks like we're just going on the black good stuff route. Okay. Opponent's like basically killing himself. I've only done like 2 damage to him or something. He's done all the other damage has been to himself. Okay, so let's see, another Thoughtseize. All right, that's harsh. Oh, Serum Visions. Okay, I was like, Thoughtseize is like basically bring him down to 4 and like puts him into just like serious fighting, or like makes it so it's really hard for him to do anything here. All right. Death Shadow. Okay. Interesting. 7/7. Okay. Do I have a way out of this Death Shadow here? Yes. Okay. So, what I can do is play green, black, tap. Geralf's Messenger is going to fight Snapcaster Mage. Okay, come back. Alright. So then next turn, I can actually do this. I can get Gatekeeper of Malakir out and force my opponent to sack. Alright, so my opponent has me pretty good here, depending on what he's got. Alright, so he's going to come in for 9 here, which kind of sucks for me. But Gatekeeper of Malakir can force him to sack that. Right, so that'll be good. If he doesn't play a creature, then I'm in pretty good shape. Alright. So, swinging for 9. Come on, no creature. Okay. Surgical Extractions. Oh, just okay. Alright. So, let's go with 2, 3, Gatekeeper of Malakir with Kicker. Okay, so opponent has to sacrifice his Death Shadow. And then we swing for a win. Well, he's got to have something up his sleeve. Okay, because otherwise he left his shields down. I could have just swung in anyways. Alright. Path to Exile. Okay, yes. And I will grab a Swamp. Okay, so... Alright, so... I knew he had something going on, but next turn he's still dead. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually put in another Gatekeeper of Malakir, or another Geralf's Messenger, and just wins like that. So, I think I'm heavily favored here. Unless my opponent has 3 bolts in hand. Come on, no 3 bolts. Right, so otherwise, like, I think I'm okay. I just get a Geralf's Messenger out that deals 2 damage and enters the battlefield, and I just win right there without any damage without using any creatures. So I didn't even get Obliterator out on this one, and just managed to beat my opponent down straight up with just my creatures. Alright, well, Geralf's Messenger. Okay, so opponent takes 2 damage. Alright, and there's the victory. Alright, so GG's to my opponent. Remember, if you do like the videos, please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.